Good evening. I'm supposed to speak on behalf of Professor Dill, that's what we call him. But before I get into that, I'd like to acknowledge his family members who are here. We have his daughters, three of his daughters that are here, Dr. Natalie Dales, Corinne Dales, Janine Dales. And also we have two former athletes, All-American high jumper, Alonzo Littlejohn, and his brother James Littlejohn, who are also with us today as his guest. I met George Dales in 1976 when I began my career. I transferred to Western Michigan University, and he was a phys ed professor, we call him. And my first impression was, who is this guy? You know, this little 5 foot, are you 5 foot, George? Anyway, short and shaggy man with a wealth of knowledge and very, very energetic in his teaching style. So I asked the then head coach, Jack Shaw, who is he? And so he began to give me a little history on who George Dales is and was and had become. That he was the former cross-country coach. They had won 2 national titles. And I said, wow, he's an awesome guy. So at that point, of course, I became more interested and began to pay more attention in the class because my goal and aspiration was to become a college coach. And so as I pursued my undergraduate degree at Western Michigan University and taking classes, George would always come in. After I graduated, I became assistant track coach. So on Monday mornings, George would come in and critique our performance after every track meet and tell us about who should perform better and who should have in the different races. Of course, we would listen for a while and then there would be a big argument. But we got through all of that and things worked out. George truly is an amazing guy, amazing coach, and his record speaks for itself. And when you think about who George is, this is who George is to me. G, George means that George has always been a very generous person, a person who's willing to give and to share. A very knowledgeable, educated person who has published extensively. George is very helpful. We would go to different track meets and pen relays, and we would hear George's voice come over the loudspeaker as he would announce the place winners, and always made me feel proud to know that that was George Dales, Professor Dales. George R. is reliable. When he tells you that he's going to do something, you just know it's going to really get done. George, over the years, served as my mentor, and he continues to serve as my mentor. And one of the things that George has always demonstrated a lot of energy. Even today when we got to the hotel, he was walking around, he was moving almost as fast as I was. And so, with that, I'm going to allow George to let George because it's very difficult for me to stand before you and speak for him. So, he would like to thank you, and I would just like to congratulate along with you, Coach Dales, and congratulations for this honor. And I just want you to know that I'm very proud to have had you as a mentor throughout the years and also as a friend.
Thank you, Hal. You forgot to tell people that I also walk on water. This is a very great occasion for me. I spent 10 years of my life just 2-3 blocks from here. I saw this terminal tower building being built in 1930. I went to elementary school not far from here, junior high and high school. I attended Miami University, thankfully, where I had an outstanding education and mentorship. I'd like to just say a couple of words about sports. I grew up in a Greek family that was very sports-oriented, and my father kept telling me that you better be number one, you have to be a teacher. And if you like sports, you've got to be a coach. Well, coaching is teaching, and teaching is coaching. The profession profession of teaching is the most honorable profession through which all other professions are possible. Just stop and think about that. All professionals, all professional people, all educated people have gone through some teacher or some coach, especially in our field of practice. I'd like to say something about the Mid-American Conference. People don't know some of the contributions in the past. Right from this area, I coached at East High School here incidentally, and we were opponents to Jesse Owens' East Tech High School, and I knew Jesse very well, and Harrison Dillard, and between them they have 8 gold medals in the Olympic Games. The Mid-American Conference has produced athletes with 14 gold medals, 10 gold, 1 silver, and 3 bronze. And incidentally, that's between the years of 1948 and 1984. The Mid-American Conference track and field was a leader in the USA. And of course, all these medals were between 1948 and 1984. From 1984 to 2015, we've had 0 Olympic medals. And I think that's a catastrophe, and it's something that has to be done. Hopefully that the Mid-American Conference will make track and field a required sport again